Struggle in my muscle cause I'm living off the dollar. Struggle in my huddle, so it's Henny or it's vodka. Life is catching up though, so we living how we gotta. Stay low-key, you know me the same old way I used to be. I stay low-key, you know me, I stay young. My grind could distract my mind.
Before every recording of If You Don't Mind with Liam Dalton, I ask the guest what beverage they would like for the show. And I say, I could get you coffee, I could get you tea, and then I go, or alcohol.
I do think that's very sweet.
And they never, I'm always waiting for them to say alcohol. They never do, and I'm not going to drink alone.
No, don't make me drink alone, Ma.
Yeah, it's always my mom.
Yeah.
But today it changes because my guest is the one and only Grace O'Malley. If you don't mind, thank you.
There's another one. She's a fucking pirate, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not, by the way, it's not the pirate from the 1800s. Yeah. Not the Irish pirate.
That's because that's what they're expecting. They hear Grace O'Malley and they think they're going to see a pirate from the 1800s.
They think they're going to see a pirate corpse. And then they get disappointed. They're like, oh, great, it's a living human being.
Quite the opposite of a corpse. Plenty of meat on the bones.
You are not a corpse. You are full of life.
Thank you. Not so much today. I woke up pretty slap happy.
Yeah?
So I'm like half. So when you asked if I wanted a drink, which I thought was very sweet.
Oh, thank you. It's all performative.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I actually meant to. My mother always said don't come empty-handed, but I did. And what I meant to bring you was my non-official merch. It says Grace O'Malley on a beanie, but it's from a bar called Grace O'Malley's. So it's my unofficial official merch. You
should make your official merch Grace O'Malley and with the address of that bar. That'd be pretty sick.
Really funny.
Because wait, where's the bar?
There's a couple of them.
Ah.
I guess it's a chain.
Okay, so because they wouldn't even be that mad because they'd be like, oh, we're getting exposure.
Yeah.
And then it would fix your, like, you'd probably have too much Irish guilt to fully sell your own merch. So you'd be like, well, really, I'm promoting someone else's. It's not even mine.
Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to help the team of Graces out here.
The team of United Nations of Grace.
That's how I feel today. United States of Tara.
Of Tara?
Have you ever seen that show?
No. Is it Tara?
She has multiple personality disorder.
Pull it up.
I'm feeling pretty fucking like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a liberation to that, though, where you're like, I'm so free.
Yeah. I mean, I've been having arguments with people that aren't there as my sister as a witness.
No, Nora is there.
Yeah, she's there.
You're actually just yelling at your sister. Shout out to Nora. Nora, you don't want to drink? All right.
She's not hungry.
Wait, by the way, real quick, can I tell you the most annoying part of our friendship?
What's up? Did I bring Nora around?
No.
I'll kill you.
Damn. No, I like Nora more than I like you.
I know you do.
I'm just kidding. But no, I feel like we're both so Irish Catholic guilty that we both have to ask each other something 3 times with 3 no's before we get the real answer.
Yeah.
So even when I'm like, hey, do you want to drink? And you're like, no, it's fine. It's fine. And I was like, I think I got to ask one more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's a very Irish thing. When my grandma first moved here in like the 50s from Ireland, it's such an Irish thing where like, oh, do you want a cup of tea? And you say, no, I'm good. And they still give it to you. And then when she moved here, she used to like go into like her neighbor's house because they did that in the 50s. And they would be like, hey, do you want something to drink? She'd be like, no, I'm fine. And then just be like, okay. And then not give it to her. And she's like, I was so thirsty the whole time. Like,
that's really funny. Because I think I would be pretty bummed out if someone offered me something, I said no, thank you, and they just left it at that.
Yeah,
I think what I really mean is, yeah, I would love one.
Yeah. Which
why can't we just say what's on our mind?
Exactly. We're in the wrong.
Yeah, we're bad.
We're saying no.
Yeah, we're only fucking ourselves over.
Yeah. Before we started, you were telling me that you invited yourself on a group trip last night.
Yeah.
And then that got.
So this is yeah, I fall victim to this every once in a while.
I heavily relate to this, which is why I want to talk about it. If you don't want to, it's okay.
No, I know. I think it's hilarious. I was planning on at least bringing it up. But I texted Liam. I shouldn't have my phone after 12.
That's a good rule.
After 12 o'clock, I think I texted you at like 12:01 or something like that.
Probably.
And I was like, yo, Liam, I don't know if it's possible, but any chance we could move up the recording tomorrow? I got to go upstate. I was like, as if it was like pressing and like.
Yeah, because it was midnight. So I was like, does she have to go bury a body?
Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to a goddamn wake. But no, I shouldn't have been awake. Basically it was my buddy, his brother-in-law is having a birthday party. So him and his girlfriend are going up to go see the family and have a birthday party for his brother-in-law.
Very nice.
They said, "You want to come?"
Oh,
and I was like, I have to. I have to come. And like, it was so, I was so locked in. And then I kept saying, because this is like, the drunker I get, the more I'm like, I feel like they just pity invited me. Do you guys really want me to come? Do you want me to come? I was doing the Irish thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
story of my life.
Yeah. I'm like, do you really want me to come? And they're like, yeah, like, it's going to be fun. And I woke up this morning and I'm like, that was so silly.
Yeah, but it might not have been.
Yeah.
They might have actually wanted you to go.
No, I think they did.
But the dichotomy of like the drunk giddiness of like, yes, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have such a blast, and then the hangover guilt of like, oh, why did I invite myself?
I do that all the time.
Meanwhile, today they're probably like, the hell, why didn't Grace come?
She's such a bitch. No, our big plan was to go to Texas Roadhouse.
That was the big plan.
And so I was gonna reschedule to technically go to Texas Roadhouse. I'm so sorry.
That's hilarious.
That's the way things were working in my brain last night.
That is so ridiculous that if you told me that straight up, I would have to respect it.
Yeah. I was like, sorry, I gotta go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
My bad.
I would be like, no further questions.
Yeah.
That would have been a really good reason to quit the podcast right there. Like I'm losing guests to Texas Roadhouse.
To Texas, yeah. Clearly we're not doing well.
Is he telling you to quit? Is this an ongoing bet?
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
No, it's the first time.
This show isn't going to last long.
That's not true. You have Haktua on. Is that what you just said?
What?
Yeah, that's next.
Is that what you said?
Damn
Come
straight,
on
brother.
in.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No,
it
I
would
said
be a
nothing
dream come
about
true
Haktua.
to surprise you with Haktua. I
Why
know you're
would
such
that
a
be
huge fan.
I like her older stuff better, but like the Doge stuff, I respect it. She was going a different way that people didn't expect. Like people wanted her to do Haktua too.
Yeah.
And she's just like, no, I'm on my own artistic journey. I'm going to scam people with crypto.
And that's like the fucking American dream, bro.
Right.
Yes.
It's so gorgeous. We can't miss this part where I told you my secret and you said I've done way worse things while drunk this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what is that?
Wait, before we get to that, can you
I run the show now.
No, fuck.
Agreed. Cutting off Liam's. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work.
You see, this is my favorite. This is my favorite Grace is when you go from like, I don't know, people pleasey Grace, and then you're like, nah, fuck you.
I don't know what it is. I will people please and then I just switch.
That's my favorite.
I don't know
I
what
love
it
it so
is.
much.
I like it very much.
But also that is also very Irish, where it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't want to be in your way. And then one drink is like, fuck you, I run this shit. This is my show now, bitch. Wait, before we get to that, can you tell me your Haktua experience? Because haven't you met her?
Yeah, we've actually hung out several times.
Are you serious?
She was at my birthday party. Technically.
Wait,
so
what?
I was opening for Whitney and she was there. It's Haley Welch.
That's her real name.
That's her real name.
Okay.
And yeah, and Whitney invited her, or yeah, I think that's how it worked. And
I hope
then-
someone invited her. She didn't just pull a you upstate.
And she was at my birthday party because technically they sang, well, it was like my birthday party because after the show, they sang happy birthday, and guess who brought out the cake? Haktua herself, yeah. Every boy's
Haktua?
wet dream.
Oh my God.
I'm the luckiest little boy in the
Did she
world.
blow out your candles? Be honest.
She spit all up on that thing.
And I really wish she did like a little Mr. President.
That is our Marilyn Monroe.
I
man,
know,
damn.
how lucky we.
This country's gone to shit. Haktua is our Marilyn Monroe.
I like it.
Not too much of my girl.
No, I like it.
Did anyone have a piece of cake? They're like,
No,
there's
I
so
ended
much
up-
spit on that cake.
I did the most annoying Amy Schumer type thing.
What does that
I
mean?
shoved my head into the cake.
What? Really?
Yeah. And then as soon as I did it, I was like, oh, why did I do that? That's so, cringy.
No, I respect it.
Even saying cringy is cringy.
Yeah, can you leave?
Yeah.
Why are you
Texas
here?
Roadhouse, here we come, baby.
Dude, I don't think they left yet.
Imagine you're just completely sabotaging this just so you get me to kick you out. It's like, finally, Texas. By the way, isn't there Texas Roadhouse in like fucking Queens?
I had to go to Poughkeepsie.
Said
It's
no
so
one ever.
fun to say.
No one's talking about going to Poughkeepsie unless they're trying to screw a hooker in the
Or-
woods.
Or third wheel.
Third wheel at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Which honestly, what's the difference at the end of the day?
Truly and honestly, when you're there, your family.
Okay, do you want to hear my crazy week?
Of course I do. You just gotta have to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to avoid it, and then I'm like, there's no avoiding this. I just didn't want Nora to hear me get all vulnerable.
Nora, close your
So
ears.
you,
This is the only time comedians hang out is when it's forced and on camera.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yep.
I mean, we hang out, but it's 4 a.m. and we're saying
No,
much worse
apparently
stuff.
we don't.
We don't?
We don't.
Who said that?
You did.
That's not true. No, the other day
let's go. I don't know what this is, but
Okay,
keep
so-
piling it on.
The other day we were hanging out. We were at a bar after a show, and we were like, it was me, you, and Stuart, and we were like, who would be a good addition for that fourth chair?
Stuart Fullerton.
Stuart Fullerton, follow her on OnlyFans. And we were like, who would be a good addition for that fourth chair? And we were like, I don't know. And then Stuart was like, well, who do you hang out? What comics do you hang out with? And I was like, honestly, the only comics I hang out with, like, would ask them to hang out would be like Aaron, really. And then Grace was like, oh, we
I
don't
got
fucking
all
hang out.
pissed.
I'm like, you're right in front of me. We're talking about who would be a good. Do you want me to change you from that chair to that chair? And then you go, why am I so sensitive?
I am crazy, not just with you.
Did I mention to you the other day? I remembered like the third time we met, the crazy interaction we had.
No. Wait, you have to spill your beans first. I'm
But
sorry.
But I like avoiding it.
I know. We keep getting so close. You're like edging everyone on this story.
I don't think they care that much.
No, they do.
How did I set it up to you? What was my cliffhanger?
Oh, like Jesus Christ.
I did not say that.
Oh,
Did
Lord Jesus. That's what you said. You said, oh, Lord Jesus.
I did turn into a Southern black woman.
No, that wasn't a black scent.
I didn't say it was. I just saying a black guy just came up to me when I got off the train. It's important for the story. And he goes up to me and he goes, hey, fly guy. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's important, because I was like, yes.
Yeah,
And he goes, and I keep walking. And he goes, what's the only bear with no teeth? And I keep walking. And I go, I don't know. And he goes, I'm going to let you think about that. I was like,
That's a lot.
yeah, I have no, does anyone have any idea?
That would ruin me.
Yeah, I was like,
That would ruin me.
I got to go do a
dude.
podcast now?
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll check back in.
What's the only bear with, also, what could
I'll
he have
let you-
possibly wanted from me?
I'll let you think on that.
Yes.
Wow, that's a. I don't know how you're here.
Because like
I would
usually
have done a couple laps till I figured it out.
I'm just shadow boxing in the corner.
What does it mean?
No teeth. When this bear sees me, he'll have no teeth.
A
So
gummy
Paul.
bear.
So what was
Fucking, that's
he was
You guys want to kill ourselves all together? Or how do you want to do that?
he was selling gummies. That's definitely what it was.
Oh.
Damn, he's good.
He's not a good salesman.
No, he just gives you
He
riddles.
just let you go.
True.
He pitches you a riddle.
And then you're gonna go find him when
I am.
we get out.
Yeah, but if I ever see him again, I'm handing him a $50 bill.
Yeah.
Counterfeit, but still.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't have money. But okay, I'll tell you the story,
All
and
right,
then
thanks.
we'll have another drink.
Getting comfortable.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you know a little bit about my past. I think we've spoken about how I used to be kind of ready to fight back in the day, and then I've quite the opposite. I want to avoid confrontation at all times. I just want everyone to like me. And there's been a few relapses.
Okay.
And then this week I was on a date.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Can you
bro.
add the applause?
Hell yeah.
I was on a date because I sent her the Zelle and it was fine. And
He was in Poughkeepsie at the Texas
I was
Roadhouse.
in Poughkeepsie, Texas whorehouse.
The only thing
And,
you're missing was blow. Hookers and blow. That was my plans for Poughkeepsie.
Hey.
I met a girl in Poughkeepsie once and she was a felon.
I thought you were gonna say she was a fella.
I mean, I didn't find
He wasn't
fully
in
out.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. She just watched White Lotus. And
I knew that. I
I knew
dabbled.
that. That's why I go there. I'll circle back on the Poughkeepsie whore, but sorry, maybe we shouldn't drink on this podcast.
No, I like it. It's good.
Not all women are whores, but they are.
2 sips of alcohol. He's wasted. And you're making all of your ancestors very upset.
Yeah.
True. Fuck. Well, I didn't really eat that much today, and
You wobbly little boy.
I didn't really eat that much, and I went to the gym. Sad applause.
I
there.
think I'm gonna give you a nuggie, dude. What are you talking about?
I went to the gym.
I don't care. You face fought someone, it sounds like, and you're not telling that story.
And was it the whore from Poughkeepsie or who did you fight?
Nah,
Oh,
no, it wasn't her. What's up with you though?
I hate him.
Are you supposed to go to jail or something?
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
why we're not talking about it?
No. Yeah, I'm going upstate for a different reason. You can come if you want to bail me out.
Thank you. We're gonna need a third.
I know a whore in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. Enough playing around.
Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp me because I was in some trouble the other day. Okay, I was on a date and we went to a couple bars. Very fun. We're having a good time.
Yes.
And we go to another bar. It's like 3 a.m. Very divey bar in the West Village. And we're sitting at the bar and these like 8 guys walk in. And one of them is this bald Irish guy. And he goes up to the girl I'm with and he like grabs her shoulder.
Wow.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And
That's your shoulder.
That's my shoulder. That's my property, motherfucker. And then he goes, you don't remember me? And she goes, and he was like, you really don't remember me? And then she's like, oh yeah. I'll say a different name, but Joshua used to bartend at Grace O'Malley's. And she goes, oh yeah. It's good to see you. And then she's like, oh, this is Liam, blah, 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 whatever. And he's like, yeah, nice to meet you. And I make some small talk, I make some jokes, whatever. It's all good. But there's weird energy. He's giving me like kind of a cold shoulder. And then he keeps talking to her. And he knows the bartender. He's definitely a regular there. And he does that thing where, you know, when someone boxes you out of a conversation. So he's clearly just trying to keep talking to this girl who does not want to talk to him.
That's your girl.
That's my, I own her.
Yeah.
I'm the man. And
Man.
I'm the boy.
You're the man.
I'm the little boy. But then she doesn't want to talk to him and he's boxing me out. And then I'm just like having fun. I go to get another round and the bartender knows him. So I'm like, hey, put this one on Joshua's tab. And she laughs. She's like, Joshua's tab, whatever. We're just having fun. She didn't do it. It was a joke.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, he leans over my date, gets in my face and goes, don't be putting no fucking drinks on my tab. And I go, I'm just joking. She didn't put them on the tab. It was just a joke. And he goes, it's not just a joke. Don't be putting no fucking drinks on my tab. If you want to put a drink on my tab, come up and ask me if you have no money. But don't be putting no fucking drinks on my tab.
Jesus H. Christ. Was he Irish?
Yeah, he was from Dublin. And I go,
fucking Irish is so cheap.
And I go, hey man, I'm just having fun. I didn't put any drinks on your tab. It's all good. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, we're not having fun. Don't put no fucking drinks on my tab because I'll hit you.
Oh, wow.
And this is when the old me kind of settles in a little bit. And I just...
Activated.
Yeah, and I get kind of my kicks by being calm in those situations while still being a little bit of a weak cunt, as Aaron would say. And I go, you should. And he goes, I will. I'll fucking hit you. And I was like, you should do it then.
Oh, you little shit.
And then he reaches over this girl and swings on me and hits me in the nose.
Oh.
And I get up, walk around her, and punch him in the face. And then the 7 guys he's with.
I'm just picturing it. So he swings at you,
Yes.
and then you get up calmly, it seems like, and just come over and just boom.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
I like that.
And then also, he must do this all the time and cause trouble, and people must not like him because he's with 7 of his boys.
Yeah.
And they didn't do if I
They didn't do shit.
If I was with 7 of my friends, I think we would be in legal trouble right now. And the friend was just like, hey man, let's just all take it easy. And I was like, well, he swung at me first. I'm still calm for some reason, which scares me thinking back. Why am I so calm? I might be a sociopath. And he goes, hey, I didn't see either way, but hey, let's just take it easy. And then also, he must have been coked out because his nose started bleeding so fast. So he must have been coked out.
No, maybe you just give it to yourself. You had a good punch.
I don't know. I mean, I did go to the gym today, but we'll be right back. It's a divey Irish bar on like a Tuesday, so there's no bouncer. So at those places, the petite, cute little Irish girl bartending is the bouncer.
Yeah, she's a deciding factor.
Yeah. So she walks over and she goes to me. She was so sweet. She was like, I got to put you out. I'm sorry. And I was like, all right, he did hit me first. And she goes, I'm sorry. I do have to put you out. And I was like, all right, I understand. And then I chugged the rest of my beer and then I left. And
what about your girl?
She came with me.
Okay,
I did make it sound like I just left.
I thought you gave
well,
her up.
Joshua, if you must have her, go on. You'll go on with my date and I'll go home and get anger management.
No, he needs it.
Well, yeah, so I give myself a little bit of leeway with that. At first, I was just like, oh, I did it again.
Why
am I doing that?
That's kind of fucking awesome, though. I love this.
Well, then I was like, oh, I ruined this date with this girl. This was so much fun. Then we walk out and she was like, that was hot.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Double win. Double win for your boy.
Sounds like you think that's hot, and then I punched her. No,
yeah, that's right. And then you opened up the door one last time and said, make sure every tab is his.
I should have been like, all right, but before I go, one drink on each tab.
It's always those things you think of like after the fact, like, oh, I should have said that.
Do you ever have that at shows where you're like, especially a riff or like crowd work moment?
Oh, 100%. That eats me alive.
Oh, it's so annoying.
I'm like, oh, that would have been so funny.
Yeah.
If you were funny. You delayed loser.
Is the voice in my head in your head sometimes?
Yeah. He pops around.
He bobs around.
Yeah.
I've thought that before where I'm like, oh, great. Now I got to recreate this moment with this audience. Now I got to hire someone to pretend to be fucking Jared.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I did have a show when I was running a show at the Stand. We tried to make it weird, and I wanted it to be like a variety show almost.
Oh, sick.
And we tried, my friend who does improv, Rocky Powell, very funny. We wanted to plant her as like a character, almost how like in old school, like Conan late night, there would be like audience, like planted audience members.
Yeah.
So, and it did well, but too many people thought it was just a legit audience member that I didn't like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to plant someone and people think, oh, that's a real audience member. I needed to get to a ridiculous level where it's clearly just chaos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it feels kind of cheap if it's like, oh, you just planted someone and people thought that was actual crowd work.
Yeah, it's too bad. You should have had her like wear like a horse mask or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. That's exactly like I want her to be in costume.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Like bring out the dancing lobsters.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. You did like, would you do sketches on the show?
No, it was one of those things that like we had all these grand ideas and like none of them ever happened.
Yeah.
That was the only one that happened. And it was fun, but it wasn't like so I think what we did is, did you ever see that headline where some lady was saying that she has sex with ghosts?
I didn't catch that one, no.
Would you have sex with a ghost?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
That was you? Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, she's not alone. That's all I'm saying. she's not
got
crazy.
the ghost. What do you mean?
With the ghost?
Yeah, she's not alone. She's got the ghost.
They're old souls.
She's got that
They're good
Holy
lovers.
Spirit. In her.
I mean, they moan like crazy. But that was like in the weekly news or whatever. So we were like riffing on that. And then the bit was, she was that lady.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, if she was like dressed in costume, it would have been better. But she was it was a fun time.
Yeah. Could have put her in like spandex.
I mean, I tried after the show. We'll be right back. What is the craziest show you've ever done?
Anytime I'm in Brooklyn.
That's fair.
Go on.
I don't know. I was asking, just to pivot, I was asking I had Dan Carney come and feature this weekend in Seattle.
Oh yeah, nice.
And we were with we were all in a car, and I kind of just asked, I'm like, do you guys think I give off Republican? And they hesitated.
Huh.
And I was like, oh, that's all I need to know. That's too bad.
That's too bad.
And saying things like "I bomb in Brooklyn" screams Republican.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different because I know you, but I think if someone didn't know you and hesitated, it would just be because of your previous workplace.
Yeah, no, that's true too. They did say that as well.
I would.
I'm a walking. Yeah.
Whore? Sorry.
I wish, dude. I
wish?
I was watching back a clip. I went on Theo Vaughn's podcast and just kept saying, I wish I was a whore. I wish somebody would fuck me. I'm like, isn't that crazy, Theo? I don't get fucked and I want too bad. And he's like, I don't know what to do with this.
What was he saying?
He was like, oh, Gracie, I'm sure there's plenty of dick in the sea for you.
Dick in the sea.
Were you like doing a bit, or were you genuinely like
I was
having
so
a moment?
Sick, and like I was so sick, and
the only cure is dick.
Yeah, well, ride him, cowboy.
This is a weird episode. I like it. I like
It's
it.
fucking weird.
I like
It's
it.
fun to be here, he said.
No, it's fucking weird.
No, he would never
But
say
it
it's
is
fun.
also-
To be.
Having fun.
I'm having fun too.
I'm having a good time. Nora, are you having fun? Hell yeah.
Okay, rock.
She did Rockstar
She did
hands, by the way.
Nora did the rock hands.
She said, "You wish you saw it."
What
We
what
have
is going
to
on
get
with you?
drinks after this because I'm probably gonna explode. If
What
I
is
don't.
going on? Drink. There's more drinks.
No, I know, but like I'm already thinking about the crash. I'm crying.
This is drink one, and you're thinking about the crash.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I'm back on my shit.
Oh, one time we were out after a show, and the waiter at the stand like cut his hand, and we were about to go to a bar, and I was driving because I'm responsible, and then we drove the guy to the hospital, and then
Which was a couple blocks.
it's a couple of blocks, and then we came back, and then the manager at the stand was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go check on him." I'm like, "I could drive you if you want." And Grace was like, "I need a fucking beer in my hand." She goes, "If I don't have a drink in 5 minutes, you're gonna be taking me to the hospital."
I said that?
Yes.
Oh wow.
You're kind of funny.
Thank you. I'm also a little scary.
That's my favorite Grace.
It's a good balance.
Scary Grace.
I am a bit of a chameleon, if you will.
How
Like,
so?
um,
Expand on that if you don't mind.
are you guys giggling? I thought that was the most serious thing I've said thus far.
Yeah, we got to get every guest has had a serious moment. We got to have at least one.
Well, I do believe every once in a while I'll just switch.
But what? I don't think that means a chameleon would be you're blending in with what you're around.
Oh yeah, no, not that.
Oh, why would I ever think that you might be a chameleon? 30 seconds earlier. I'm somewhat of a chameleon myself. Don't want to brag.
You know, nobody wants to be a chameleon, right?
It could be a superpower.
Okay.
Like, you know how the voice you did earlier when
Yeah.
you were being like a Southern black woman?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could... What was that?
You just did it again.
What was that?
I don't know.
She did the Matthew McConaughey and Wolf. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know what is happening.
I'm having a blast.
I'm
Thank
having
you.
fun
Hey,
too, but I simultaneously feel like I'm in a fever dream, which is where I want to live.
Put the fries in the bag.
What the hell?
Dude, what kind of bear has no teeth again?
Are you on gummies? Did you buy them from
I would
him?
never.
You would never?
No, I don't like weed.
I don't like weed either.
It's like weird.
What's the craziest high you've had?
K-hole.
For real?
That shit's scary.
What happened?
It's like, I don't know. At one point, it was actually crazy. I think about this a lot. I was at my boy's house in K-hole, and I just woke up on the couch. Everything. I couldn't remember nothing.
That's it? You woke up in a couch?
Nah, dude, I don't know. It's like different. It's like, oh, I was seeing stuff, and then I don't know. I don't know what happened. Everything's cool, but I'm not sure what happened.
Are you sure everything's cool?
I think everything's great. You can have a gun. You gotta stay alert, buddy.
You got it. No, let's do a nose blow break.
Okay.
Can you just
Oh, I could do this.
Can you just talk for a minute while I?
Just one nostril goes in. Deviated septum.
I have a DVD from last night from when that guy punched me.
Sheesh. Oh gosh, that was last night.
No, Wednesday.
Oh God!
I'm a
Don't get me
liar.
all excited. I thought you had. What? I thought you had post punch glow. Now
Don't
you're
get
just
me all
glowing for no
excited.
reason.
So do you think that guy got you lucky? I was gonna say laid, but that's
Got
crude
me-
and crass.
I can't
But that's
believe
when
you
I'm a
said lucky
gentleman.
because that's weird and gross.
Yeah, that's almost weirder.
And did you think that guy got you lucky? I don't know. Did you have sex?
Is it? What the? Just say. What
Did
say what
you
your chest-
pork? Did you pipe? Did you get?
Did you box your way into that box or not,
Hey,
Liam?
oh, there it is,
Whoa.
pal. Let's
I
go.
was sitting on that one for a little
Munch
bit.
down,
I will say.
shoddy.
Wow. I don't
I'm
know what to
having
do
fun.
anymore. I don't know what any of this is.
I have another interview after this. If you could just.
It's gonna be great.
I'm the warm up. I was the warm up for that girl too. She was just waiting for that guy.
She
was
goes
like,
back in. She's like, "That was really hot."
she was like, now put his drinks on my tap.
Well, here's the funny thing: you can beat the fuck out of him all you want because he's probably here illegally.
That's awesome.
He's
Yes.
Irish. You can say that
That's true. You could say it about the Irish.
about the Irish. Yeah,
You
I
can.
wouldn't say that about anybody else.
No, I would never.
Just my own people.
Yes.
You like to stick to your own, don't you? You say that all the time.
When do you say that?
He says that all the time.
Oh yeah, he does.
No, but I just mean racially. Can't get a man with no morals. Sorry.
Dude, I was just watching the Paul brothers have a show. God almighty. That show's crazy.
Why were you watching that?
Because it's fucking awesome.
Really?
Everything I hate, I love.
I get that.
It's so crazy.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
But she can't
On the count
say.
of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jake.
Logan. Fuck.
I like it because he owns being an asshole more.
Yeah, well,
I
he
don't
was
trust
saying-
Logan kind of acts like he's not that much of a piece of shit.
Yeah, and
So
I don't
that's
like
true.
that.
That's true.
Logan Paul was at my house once.
Shit.
Yep.
What was he doing? Stealing your girl?
Yeah, no, there was a. You remember what he did with the suicide victims? He did that at my house too.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember he went to like Japan or something? That was crazy.
There's like
That
a
was
suicide
Logan, bro.
front.
Don't get them fucked up.
He was talking
I said
about Logan.
Oh.
It's fine.
No, but Logan Paul.
That was fucking amazing.
You mind if I stand?
This is the best, worst podcast I've ever
Goddamn
seen.
eyes out. And people open up to you.
So, how'd you get your start?
I don't. Whitney gave it to me.
But, when did you know that you wanted to do comedy?
I punched a guy in the face and I got laid.
Whoa.
Whoa.
By the guy that you punched?
Oh, I thought I was living in your story.
Where?
What's your middle name?
What is happening? What is going
I
on?
told you I don't feel right.
Wait, what is it?
I
what
don't
is your
either
middle name?
anymore.
That's a good question.
It kind of
What?
rubs off.
What is your middle name?
My middle name is
Get
Elliot.
serious. What are you doing?
What
Elliot?
the fuck? Elliot.
LED.
LED. That's me.
Lead.
Lead.
Lead poisoning. My
I'm
boy.
poisoned. This episode is poisoned.
My boy. I think this is a fun watch for kids who don't have attention spans.
Yes, that's true. We're playing to the TikTok crowd.
Yep.
What's the
Attention
craziest
span.
lie you ever told?
I can't tell a lie. I'm Abraham Lincoln. I think that's a really bad answer. Let me fix that. That I love my sister.
Ha! Bitch. Bitch.
Good
Didn't you
morning.
keep calling her a cunt like a couple weeks ago?
Oh no, I just called her cunt one time because I got very, very drunk and so my mother comes to town, right? And she wants to fix us because we're sunburnt baby girls.
By the way, so sweet.
Love. It's
So
adorable. It's the sweetest story of all time. But unfortunately, we got lunch after and she goes, "We shouldn't drink, right? You're sunburnt. You're dehydrated. We shouldn't drink. So what are you getting for a drink?" I'm like, "Oh my God.
Wow.
Here we go."
You are chip off the old block.
Yeah, baby.
That reminds me of 30 seconds ago. I'm a chameleon. Oh, well, chameleon does this. I'm not a fucking chameleon. Yep. You're your mother's daughter.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So then you start calling Nora a cunt because
No, so then of course we ended up at the theater. We didn't.
Can we do a clock every 30 seconds? Grace turns into Kristen Wiig.
Oh, darling, don't make me sing. Don't make me sing.
Do you remember we were doing you did like an act out of like an SNL sketch at like 6 a.m. at that Boston hotel?
Yes, yeah, we
That was
did.
fun.
And I think Nora and I were talking about that recently. My sister Nora, who's off camera currently,
She's here.
in spirit.
Come on over.
In spirit. God rest her soul. She's still alive, but she's
She was
resting.
best. When we were talking about it, and she was like, "I feel like I was the only one who really acted out an SNL skit, and I feel weird about that. I feel like you guys made me do that." And I'm like, "No, I think we all did."
I did something.
You
I was
did.
definitely tap dancing a little bit.
You tapped in. What's that? What skit is that?
The tap dance skit. Oh man.
Good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Can you open this one?
I just went up my
Yeah, we
nose.
got you.
You haven't even finished half of this.
No, I haven't. I'm trying to milk it, baby.
No, we get it. We get it.
Not me.
I know. We have to go out after this. I kept saying to Nora, "I'm not going out after."
I've been saying that too, but
Oh.
then Aaron called me and his friends from Ireland are over.
Oh,
Thank you.
I would have worn a better sweater.
That's actually, it looks like you knew they were here and that's why you wore that sweater.
I was talking to an Irish kid and I bought this. And we were supposed to go on a date and I was going to wear it on the date.
You were going to wear it on the date?
Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
But we never went on a date after many, many months.
How did you meet him?
At a bar, of course.
Where?
For which I won't say.
Okay, that's fair.
Jackjaw.
Grace O'Malley's.
All right.
Yeah, it's Grace O'Malley's over in Jersey City.
That'd be
did
hilarious if you only went to the bar that has your name so you could flex.
That's what we did all of Chicago. There's another one. And
Oh
we
my
were there
God.
every day of the whole weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I felt like a narcissist.
Well, that's just because you are.
That's fair.
It's good to feel who
What's
you
your
are.
name again?
Joshua.
Good.
Like
I
the
love
tree?
that tree. Yeah. Synced up, baby.
Yes, our cycles are synced up.
Yeah. When did you get your first period?
I'm ovulating.
Okay, cool. I am going through menopause.
Oh, fucking. See, you owe me 50. So,
Oh my god.
no, just because, yeah.
Honey, it's all dried up.
Okay, so what was this guy's game? Because I have no game and I want to learn. How did this date happen?
No, it never did.
How did the approach happen?
I'll tell you what. So I met him out at a bar and he was crazy. And I met him out when I was with my mom one night, and then he was like, "Yo, come back. We're at this bar again." And I lived right there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming." And then he just kept wanting to suck face at the bar. But no, I was like, "That's gross.
Oh, you don't like
That's
that?
gross. I don't think
Why
I
not?
like that
You don't like
at
that?
the bar."
Well,
Like,
what's your limit though?
I was by myself. I just went by myself, and I was like, "Hi,"
That's
and then with
even
all of his
better, I
friends,
think.
and then
yeah,
he's like,
you don't
"Suck
want to
face."
suck face when your mom's there.
No, but the second time around, I was not interested. But I guess then we kept in touch, and he kept saying he was gonna take me to go get a pint sometime, but he just never did.
Huh.
And yeah, and so actually, in lieu of a date, I actually had him come to my live show podcast
Oh,
in
Where?
New York City.
and he showed up?
Yeah, he brought his buddy, and he met my whole family
Second
and
date.
all my friends from home. And
Second day, he met the whole fam.
first.
But what about the suck face bar?
That was just I met him out with his friends.
All right.
Yeah. And so then I had him come to that, and then he ended up leaving at the after party. I said, "Where the hell are you going?" He goes, "There's another party somewhere else."
And didn't even say, "Do you want to come?"
No.
Oh, what a piece!
And so
I'm
that's
gonna
kinda where
punch
I-
this guy in the face too.
Kind of drew the line. But what's the problem there? There's one more thing I can't remember. Oh, and then I saw him like a movie scene on the train. It was like the only time I've ever taken the subway, and it was supposed to be a joke. And so I was on my phone, and and I was on my phone, and then he was right in front of my face all of a sudden and said, "You won't even look at me."
Oh,
And I was
wait,
like, "What is this?
You
A
should
fucking
have
movie?
punched
Wait,
him
we
right
doing
in
a
the
fucking
mouth.
movie right now?
You should
I
have
had no
punched
idea
him
you were on
right
this
in the
fucking
mouth.
wait, is this
train
true?
car. Yes.
Oh my
This is
god!
an insane story.
So then I got frazzled, and I said, "This is my stop." And so he also got off because it actually was his stop.
Oh my
But
god!
And I
it
was
wasn't
like-
yours.
And then I literally said to him, like, "I got so frazzled, I got off, and I have to go back on. So I'll see you."
Oh, that is so
Yeah,
funny.
I forgot about that.
Oh man, you should do
Yeah.
that on stage.
Yeah, well, I do half of it.
I know you do the first part.
Yeah.
But the getting off,
Yeah,
that's really funny.
and like him being like that being our first date where I'm on stage and he's just there. That's crazy.
That is wild. I mean, I guess that is cool though. You get to flex. You're like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a good kind of situation to bring a guy to.
I thought maybe
I think
it
it's,
didn't hook, line, and sink him though.
Yeah, but I think that's
Yeah, I
on
don't think
him.
he liked the show.
You think that's what it was?
No,
No.
I think he just didn't like the show. You know?
Was it not a good show in your opinion?
No, it was a great show.
Fuck him.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, either way, if you don't like the show, first of all, that shouldn't be a deal breaker. Second of all, I'm sure the show was great. Third of all, you should still be like, hey, I'm going to this place if you want to come. No, saying just there's another party,
yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
That
And
is
then, And then
wild.
he kissed me goodbye, and I was like, I'm confused.
that's weird.
I'm confused.
I hate this guy.
And my mom
so
just
much.
saw that. Now I feel weird.
That is I feel weird. That is very strange. Also, I love your voice switches are my favorite, and I love when you do sometimes you turn into like a high school coming of age kind of character. Now I feel weird.
Oh, good golly.
My mom saw that. Now I feel weird.
Now I feel weird.
Oh, that's awkward. Guess I'm not gonna get laid tonight. Gross.
Womp womp. You can do great impressions yourself. You ever do them on here?
Thanks. We do a segment. We do first impressions.
That's beautiful.
Let's do it right now.
Okay.
We do a segment called First Impressions. We do an impression for the first time for the show.
Okay.
What's your go-to? You do a good Kristen Wiig.
Don't make me sing. Oh, don't make me sing. Oh my God, they're gonna make me sing.
We
Well, if I
li-
must.
That's the one you did in Boston, right?
I think
when
so. Yeah.
We like to combine them. So can you do like Kristen Wiig? Let's see. We do a lot of politics stuff. You do Kristen Wiig like giving a Bernie Sanders speech.
Can compute. Education, not my. Let's see.
Did you go to college?
I actually did.
Because
Because I dropped out.
I dropped out too.
And I went to community college first. Rock on.
She's with the community.
Absolutely.
Is that what that means? Community? Is it for black community?
Yeah. I see. I would never do that because I don't think that's really for me to do.
Do what?
The fist.
You've never.
Because I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
You've never been fisted?
I wish.
You wish
Are
you had never been
on?
fisted?
Oh, am I back on that show? Just saying. I wish I could get fisted.
Is there a show called I Wish I Could Get Fisted?
Yeah, it's American.
This week on I Wish I Could Get Fisted, we have Grace O'Malley.
Don't make me fist.
Grace, tell the world why you should get fisted.
Well, I'm American. I'm living the dream, and I'm white.
We'll cut that part out.
I don't know.
We also do a segment called Guilty Conscious, a
Oh.
very Irish Catholic guilt-ridden show. Do you have something right now that you feel guilty about?
I hit my sister.
Nora?
I was just trying to think of the first thing I said to a priest when I had to do my confessions.
Oh.
Yeah, I hit my sister, and I say bad words.
What did he say?
He said 10 Hail Marys.
And then you're like, yes,
I was
got
like,
off easy.
I don't know that bitch.
Isn't
Hail who?
That's so crazy that we're 10 years old and we got to be like, I'm so sorry. And they're like, well, you're a very bad kid.
Yeah.
Say 12 Hail Marys and you'll be okay.
It's like, oh, wow, that's like magic.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. We shouldn't have as much guilt as we do because technically it should all be washed away with that confession.
You got to go to that guy.
That guy.
And I don't really like telling that guy that stuff.
Imagine you went to confessions and treated it like a therapy session.
I think a lot of people do.
But what if I just took up the whole hour and I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling seen by my partner. We haven't been intimate in a long time. And he's like, what are you confessing? And I'm like, I don't know. I might be gay.
And would you still talk to me if I was gay?
You go to the priest like, are you mad at me?
Are you mad at me? Am I doing the bad sins? Is this the worst ones?
I'm not feeling fulfilled in my career. And he's like, you and me both. You ever think about being an altar boy?
Filled up by boys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Say 10 Hail Marys right now live on the podcast. What the hell? That's your first word? When I say,
Hail Mary. Fuck.
full of fuck.
And I really am back in it right now. Fuck, I don't want to do that.
Were you an altar girl?
Of course I was.
Hell yeah.
Altar boy?
Yeah, of course. What did you have a crazy altar girl experience? Is there anything where you were like, what the hell was that?
They told me I couldn't wear any clothes underneath.
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
Okay. Come on. No, everyone on this podcast gets serious. I thought that
You're
was
not
going to be
getting
a
it.
serious moment. I don't want it, but I thought that was it. And I was like, oh, no.
No.
I thought I was the only one.
I just know the worst thing that I liked being on stage. That was fun.
But you weren't, because you were handling the Eucharist and stuff like that.
No, they wouldn't let the kids do that.
Well, I was a bad altar boy.
Oh, that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But, no,
Well,
but
you know what that means.
you got to be
Baddie.
punished. Fuck.
Yeah. And actually, did you?
You think it was my fault?
No. They do come for the single mother household children.
Do they really?
They do.
No, I actually wasn't touched.
Okay.
That I know
That's
of.
good.
But they say that you could block it out. So maybe, and I just blocked
Yeah,
it
isn't
out.
that crazy? You can just
Yeah.
be like, oh, for which I forget.
Which I forget. It still sounds like a prayer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I think I was telling you that because someone recently was like, oh, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? And I was like, here's the autism. And I was like, I actually haven't seen Star Wars. And I was like, wait, I did used to see it. I used to watch it with my adult male neighbor. And I used to go to his house. And I was like, wait, why was I going to that guy's house? And I was like, but I don't remember anything from the movie. And I was like, wait, but they say you don't remember when you got touched. And I was like, wait, did that guy used to touch me? And then I was like, huh? And then we were talking about this and I was like, R2, me too. But
Yeah,
it was
you
worth
had
it,
that whole
basically.
realization like in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
It was kind
Yeah.
of crazy.
we've had very interesting moments like that before.
Yeah.
You saw me get confronted by someone who I had drama with.
Oh yes. Yeah.
That was interesting.
I go, what's going on, you guys?
You were like, "Do you want me to dance?" And we're like, "What?"
What's going on here? It seems serious. and Liam's like, yeah, I'm like, oh, whoops, my bad.
No, I was trying so hard to get out of it, so it was good. Well, all right, whatever. Next question.
Okay, where's your favorite place to go?
Whoa, I didn't know I could just say nice question to the guest and then they'll ask me a question.
Yeah, it's kind of ideal, right?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, podcaster to podcaster. I'm just helping you out, you know?
I appreciate it. You're the pro here. I'm
No,
not.
I can't. I'm having a hard time getting back into it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you're killing it.
No, it's just I started doing 30 minutes of just me first, and
nice.
Nora was there for the first one, but then
Yes,
for the second one she had fallen ill yesterday. Doesn't she look great now?
she does.
But yesterday she was so sick, and so I had to do it by myself. And I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
And
do you believe her?
no,
Yeah, me either.
she was so sick to the point where it looked like she was faking it.
Yeah.
She had a hoodie on. She was curled up on the couch, and she's like, "I'm so sick."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're playing hooky."
She had
But
like the cartoonish thermometer under her tongue, like the sleeping hat.
But she was really just sitting on it.
Classic.
Oh, God.
I take my temperature the other way, just even when I'm not sick.
Yeah, well, you know, it feels good to feel something up your ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've been doing. Has that been better? That you feel
Oh.
more into it? That you're doing the up top?
Well, so I realize that part's incredibly difficult.
I
It's
get what
just
you mean.
talking to a camera and trying to just come up with stuff. It's so much better to banter.
Yeah, because what are you just doing a monologue?
You're just doing a monologue, and for which I didn't prep. And so
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, and you know what? Another thing. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to cut all of this. I'm teetering on things I would never even say.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I'm just making stuff up to be like a character.
You're like, I don't even feel this way.
Like literally, and I caught myself talking like a newscaster. And I was like, and another thing, as you must know, is and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing?
And back to Nora with sports. That's interesting. Some people, that is more of their thing.
Yeah.
I definitely am not that person. Even sometimes, I mean, this is great because you're my friend, but like sometimes just like, we'll edit that out. But like even just like with one person, that's why I like having Chris here. Other than like the sexual aspect of it.
Yeah, of course.
It was because it's like I like it better. It was like, oh, banter, we're hanging out. Some
Yeah.
people aren't good at the banter, but they're great at just like, let me just ramble.
And I think that's its own kind of art. Nora and I were just talking about it. Like Tim Dillon will sit there for like 2 hours and just talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's great.
I don't know. Like, I couldn't even get 20 minutes out, and that's an art.
Yeah,
And then
same.
some people are just bad on podcasts.
Yeah, like me.
And it's like, no, you're doing
Yes.
a fantastic, amazing job. I just think it's funny. Like you'll have a good hang with someone, and then they come on, and it's like, why'd you get weird? Well, I thought we were friends. I thought this was gonna be fine. But
Tell
it's
me
the
about it.
cameras and everything. It's kind of
I've had that thought many times.
yeah. Not me, dude. I've been doing this for 5 years. I know I'm crushing.
I know you are crushing. This is the best. What was like your first podcast ever? Like, were you like, oh, what the hell was that? Or were you like right away like, oh, that feels
No,
right?
it was awful.
Really?
It was really bad. And I was doing this other kind of voice. I switch all my voices. It's so
I
I,
love
don't
it.
have no fucking clue who I am. I'm a chameleon, you know.
Yeah. No.
Sure, yeah.
For which it is. And
let's
don't
just go
you
with it
dare
this
ever call
time.
me a chameleon. I'll bite your head off.
My friend did this exact thing to me recently where she was like, oh, Dax Shepard's podcast. I love that podcast. I work for that podcast. And I was like, you work for that podcast? And she goes, never. And I was like, you just told me that exact thing.
Also, what does that mean?
I don't know. I still don't know.
She fucking loves it.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so you at
But like
first
she works for it. Like she works hard to love it.
she just had no, I don't know. She's a chameleon. But
Oh, sister of mine.
so what was that first one like?
Oh, it was really bad. So I was so nervous. We had it was my friend's show, and then we were trying out to see if I could come on it like regularly.
Oh, did she have it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we sat down and we each had a microphone. I bought mine on Amazon. I was super stoked about it.
Hell yeah.
And then after that episode, it was never touched again. I was like, that was expensive. I'm like, but it was I don't know.
Because they bought a new one, like a.
Or no, I just was never back on.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
for a
Damn,
little
that
bit
sucks.
ski. And then I would like come periodically, and then it was forever. But it wasn't good the first one. I just kept going, I don't know what.
Me? You were the other Kristen Wiig character, Penelope?
I'm like, oh no, my dad's the mayor.
I have those shows too, but they're better.
Yeah, it's like better. I'm actually going with Katy Perry on space. Yeah, it was bad. It was not good. How was your first one?
It's much like this. I'm eating shit.
You're not eating shit.
No, I don't know. I'm having fun. I don't know if they're
I
good.
don't believe you.
I can never tell. I am having fun, but I can never tell if podcasts are good
Yeah.
because I'm so used to stand up where you get immediate affirmation,
Yeah.
validation, and I'm like, because to me, I'm like, I guess when we're hanging out, like if you're hanging out with someone, you're having fun, whatever. You're like, oh, that was so good. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
You're like, that should be recorded. And then, like you said before, when you come on, it's not always that you switch, but I feel like you're judging it more than you would judge you hang out at the bar.
Yeah, because you don't judge yourself hanging out at the bar. Well, you do. I do.
The
In the
next
morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
the next morning.
The next
yeah,
morning.
Of course.
But like, you don't think like, how many laughs were in that hangout? You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
so true. Yeah.
But when I get done with this, I'm like, did I bring it? Did I have any punches?
I think your friend should carry around index cards that have hearts on it, so like a real life like that was a good joke, but you don't have to say it, you just like.
I do think we're coming to that in society.
Yeah.
I think pretty soon, even like the way younger people, Nora, you could attest to this. I feel like younger people.
Nora's 12.
Nora's 12. And she's an altar girl right now, and I feel like people would just be
Springing
like,
in the myrrh.
the what?
Springing in the myrrh.
The myrrh.
The murder. Incense, myrrh.
Is incense called myrrh?
I don't know. Isn't that what they gave Frankenstein, baby? In the manger?
Frankenstein's baby in the manger?
I meant to say Jesus.
So you mistook Frankenstein with Joseph?
They're both not real.
Damn. That's not true. Frankenstein's real.
I'm sorry. Your mom's gonna hate
I read a
this.
book about it.
I wore my favorite sweater for her.
That was for my mom. I thought that was for the Irish guy you thought you were going to go on a date with.
We have to link up with them.
With who?
The boys.
The boys. We
Duh,
are.
Irish boys.
I told myself I was not drinking for a couple days. And
Yeah, me either.
here we are.
Here we go. Oh, fuck.
What are we talking about?
You can't drink this if you're pregnant.
Oh, fuck.
It doesn't say
It does
that.
not say that at all.
I am firing.
That's a great random thing to just say. Oh, you can't drink this. You went, okay. Now,
doing the weasel thing.
when we go out after this, the first thing you say to a bartender, you have to say, what beers do you have you could drink while pregnant?
And they will offer up like Heineken Zero.
Not if they're Irish. They might say you could have a glass of
Oh
wine.
yeah, you can have a glass of wine.
Let's
I
do
mean, my
that.
baby's gonna have. Fuck. Shit. That was another thing I said to I was called Leo.
What? Were you just thinking about the diseases your baby is gonna have from your
I just think
alcoholism?
no, like I think like the problems it will it'll probably have. I was yeah, I don't know.
Okay, give me 3 problems your kid will have.
Schizophrenia, malnourishment.
Oh,
Just kidding.
No,
Diabetes.
he's gonna have.
Don't laugh too hard, you fucking prick.
Yeah, what the fuck was
It
that?
was the juxtaposition, and I'm sticking to that.
Ah, man.
And then early menopause, like our mama.
Early menopause.
Yeah, going through it right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to Nancy.
No, I am.
Oh, you are.
My mother.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know about my mother's menopause.
Then sorry,
Women don't
Nancy.
talk about it. It's crazy.
I had a dream you know when you can't sleep well and you keep having the most random dreams and they go from like you wake up and then you go to a completely different place.
Yeah.
One of my dreams, I don't know if we were like at a show and your whole family was there.
You dream about us?
They weren't talking to me.
Irish guilt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I fucked up.
I know Mally, oath of silence is something you would never want to fuck with.
You probably also never hear.
Yeah,
I've
we
met
be
your family.
rambling.
They're pretty loud.
Oh my god, my funniest moment from my father is about the drinking.
What, when he came to the stand?
Or when he came to the stand, stopped drinking, and then
Oh, in Boston.
in Boston.
What was that again?
The way you tell it is hilarious.
I don't even remember.
Oh,
Wait.
wait, am I getting you confused?
You're
with
getting me
Aaron?
confused with Aaron.
I'm sorry.
But can you tell the story?
Yeah, so my father, he was taking a break from drinking, and I was gonna get into why. We don't have to. And so
I think we could assume.
You can use your imagination.
yeah, you know, that's always
Is he
fun.
pregnant? I think we know why. Can't drink this.
And he came to our show, and after we were at an after party, and Aaron went up to my dad and was like, "Hey, Mickey, how you doing? You on the piss?" See, he sells it so much funnier. And he's like, "You on the piss?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I got a Bud Light because my throat was dry," which is classic.
Didn't he say something like, "It's the only thing they'll let me have"?
Yeah.
I don't know why I gave your dad a slight Irish accent.
You know,
But-
his name's Mickey.
Mickey, he's a legend. I could tell just by meeting him for
Yeah.
30 seconds. I feel like we didn't speak at all. Wait,
You
wasn't
said
there?
the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. You were like, me and my sister both agreed that your father just has like those, kind eyes.
Oh no, because he reminds us of our uncle. I was like, there's something about Mickey that reminds me of John. And Katie was like, I know what it is. And I was like, what is it? Please share with the class.
Yeah.
And she goes, he has like a rough exterior with very kind eyes.
That's my daddy.
It's pretty accurate description.
No, I couldn't unsee it. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy thing to
say.
say.
Yeah, but it's
because now
true.
I can't unsee it from my papa.
It's a good thing to have.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah. Katie said something else deep to me yesterday where she was, not yesterday, but who cares?
Yeah, bitches be talking too much.
This is a feminist podcast.
Oh.
My kid's not going to have male nourishment. He's going to have female nourishment.
Mm-hmm. Booby breast milk.
Were you breastfed?
The mom.
You bit?
Yeah, so she never did it again.
That's happens to me and my girlfriend too.
I just talked about that on my podcast this week. It's
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah.
That you
That happens
bit
with you
them
and your
off.
girlfriend. I was actually talking about you and your girlfriend and
I'm
you
just kidding.
teetering.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, he wants you guys to know.
Yeah, I'm single. By the way, doing the shows with you in Boston, I've never been fetishized like that in my life. That was
I know it is still.
that was
My boys be getting laid and I get nothing. It's so the worst.
Do you want me? I could do the same for you.
I mean, yeah, dude.
I'm
gonna-
not saying that. I didn't mean to make
You're-
that sound as creepy as it did.
Yeah, it did sound like you said something about pleasuring.
I could do the same for you.
This is when he does
Shit.
this Jack Harlow thing.
Oh, Jack Harlow.
He
That's
does
what we're
this
calling
Jack
it.
Harlow thing, yeah.
Crack Harlow.
Crack
You're like,
Harlow.
you're like, that's what we're calling it. I thought it was harassment.
All right, white boy.
Also, before I said the assault that occurred on Wednesday, I was thinking about when the second or third time we met was at Daniela's party at her roast.
Oh, yeah.
We roasted her for her party.
I brought index cards. I was new to the game.
I remember that was because that was like the second. No, I respect
I
that.
went too long and they weren't funny enough. I worked on it all day.
So did I.
It's like
That
I
doesn't
had
go.
I had like known it for like 2 months and I was like, yeah, no, I got this.
You did do well. The only thing I remember is that you made a joke about me,
Yeah.
and I barely knew
I
you.
made
And I
a
was
joke
like,
about everybody on the lineup and I didn't know everybody.
well, I saw like you and someone else do jokes about other people, and I was like, shit, were we supposed to joke about everyone on
Some
the
motherfucker
show?
rules,
Liam just
bitch.
goes up there and does scathing bars on Danielle the entire time.
No regrets,
through.
by the way.
It was great. It was
I have
great.
no animosity towards anyone else. No regrets. But I remember like the second conversation we ever had was there, and you were like, first you were like, I brought cards like a fucking, probably said
I'm
some
just
words.
sitting there, I'm a fucking dumbass.
And I was like,
nice
hello?
to meet you. I'm like, I'm a dumbass. I'm a fucking fool.
But then later on, so Daniela turns into a zombie on her birthday. She's not a big drinker otherwise, but when she does, she turns into a zombie and can't walk, and it's on her birthday. And she was like not being able to walk and just doing the fucking dancing lobster bullshit. And then you and me are near her, and you go
Yeah.
to me, huh? Tonight's your chance.
Yeah.
And I go like this. I go, and I like raise my eyebrows, and I'm like, hell yeah. And then you go, that's not the response you're supposed to have.
that was a trick.
And I was like, no, I was joking. And then later on, you walk past me and you go, rapist.
And that was how we became forever friends.
Yes. I was like, she gets it.
Dude, some people just don't get it though. Like that could have been the last time we ever talk.
Well, that would be wild if I took a stance on that. I
Or-
know there's some people that would.
I mean, well,
Or if
there's-
you took a stance on that.
or just people who just like don't get jokes. Like I was firing the other weekend. I was going up to people asking them what their social security was. I had never met them. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Very unfunny. But to me,
I like
at
it.
the time, wired. I was like, that's hilarious. I think that's very funny.
At the bar?
I was at a gala.
Okay. At the bar, it's kind of hacky. At the gala, fire.
That's pretty funny.
That's great.
Because everyone had like really spiffy suits, and I was like, oh, what's your social security number?
That's amazing.
By the way, that's a great icebreaker.
I thought it was.
For conversation. They didn't like it at all?
There was one guy, he was like, I'm not telling you that. And I'm like, oh, you're a doofus.
Bro, this is my pet peeve.
It's like,
Obviously, it's a joke. What, in your right mind, why do you think someone is coming up to you and genuinely asking you for your social security
because they were generally also asking you for money.
He's going to be, if he wants your social security number, he's going to be like, what bear has no teeth? He's not going to ask for the social security number full out.
Oh.
What's the only number you'll never tell someone? I don't know.
That fucking threw me for a loop.
I did see a look in Grace's eyes that I haven't quite seen
saw the
before.
twinkle fall?
Yeah.
The twinkle. Oh, damn, that's
twinkle
deep.
falls from your eyes.
How the tinkle.
Tinkle.
I know. I just peed
You gotta
my
go
pants.
potty.
I just peed my
They
pants.
say it on command.
This-
1, 2, 3, tinkle.
This is every podcast. We have a segment where I pee my pants.
We call it piss empowerment.
It's piss empowerment time.
Wow.
Shout out to my ladies in the back.
You should wear lighter jeans. It'd be funnier.
Yeah. Producer Grace over here.
Yeah, you got my eye.
And then, you know,
She's
after
coming for your
Labor
job.
Day, you can wear whites.
Hey.
There you go. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Don't get misconstrued.
I
All
think
right.
I'm going to throw the new Diddy parties.
The no Diddy parties.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a better rebrand, Grace realized.
Yeah, sure.
No.
That's what I meant. The other day we were hanging out, we said something about throwing the Irish Diddy parties, and we were like, yeah, instead of baby oil, it'll be SPF 75.
That was really funny. I forgot about that.
Bad Lad Records.
Yeah, it was good.
We should do that.
It's a bunch of fucking kilts.
Wait, so what is the craziest job you've ever had?
I DoorDashed on foot.
I DoorDashed.
Really?
Yeah, not on foot though.
How far did you? Where would you do it?
In Queens and Brooklyn.
That seems easier.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Was it good when you did it? Like, did you make decent money?
No, I just like hung around 30 Rock thinking I would see someone from SNL and wait to get a bite. Like wait to get like a ping. And half the time I was never pinged.
What do you mean a ping?
Like go pick up that order.
Oh, got you. Because you wanted to meet them.
Yeah. I thought that was like smart.
That's crazy. I was literally talking to Aaron about this, that I did DoorDash, and even though I was in fucking Queens, Forest Hills, whatever, I kept thinking like I was going to get discovered. Like, I kept thinking like...
Dude, that was like my thing. I was like, this is how you network.
Yeah, well, not even that. Like,
when have you ever talked to a DoorDasher?
Exactly. But my like delusional mind, I'm like, they're going to see me and be like, you don't belong here. Like, I'm the good girl at the strip club.
Yeah.
like someone's going to be like, hey, get in here.
I get in here.
Also, I'm in Jackson Heights, Queens, like just a random project building.
That boy is charming. I want to change his life.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I think was going to happen? Did you?
That's like the delusional thinking you have to have.
Yeah, but yours made more sense because you were at 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any like crazy DoorDash experience?
I had to go up I think it was 9-floor walk up in Midtown. And I was like, can I just leave it? And they're like, no. And I'm like,
oh my God.
And I had my fucking big coat on and my snow boots because I was on foot doing it. And I was like, I think that was my last one I did.
I can't believe you're doing it on foot.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I didn't
crazy.
have a bicycle.
Yeah, but that's wild.
And there were times where I was riding the subway. I'm like, this
Are you
is
serious?
defeating the purpose.
That is so funny.
Because like I was like in East Village and then they had me go all the way up. And I'm like, I gotta take the subway. I'm on foot here.
But do they let the people know, like, do you get a choice? Like, okay, I'm going to order Bear Burger from downtown all the way uptown, but it will be on foot. So you know it's going to be cold.
You don't know.
They don't know until you order.
You're there, yeah.
So they were probably pissed about that.
Oh, dude, freezing cold. Everything was freezing cold. I never ate out of it. I always wanted to. You ever eat out of it?
No. Because I feel like that's a sin. I would have to go to confessions.
That's like morally wrong.
Yeah, people definitely do though.
1,000. I have never gotten a full thing of fries.
You really think people are actively eating out of your
Chick-fil-A fries that you hear? The things I'm not giving you a good visual, but I know for a fact.
For the audio listeners, she is pointing up and then pointing down.
You know, Chick-fil-A.
What year were you doing sign language for slurs?
Yeah.
What year were you door dashing?
2020.
Damn.
Into 2021.
By the way, let's just take a moment. That is insane that less than 5 years ago, you were door dashing on foot on the subway.
Baby.
Now you're on a sold out tour.
That is fucking nuts.
That is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that as well. Barkeep!
Yes.
I've also became a huge douchebag in those 5 years.
Yeah, all right, I'll see you later. Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you have a day that you feel like you became a real New Yorker?
I think after your third year, you kind of have a better idea of what it is. I think it takes 3 years.
3 years. That's a low number, by the way.
Really?
For what people, I hear people say 10 years, and then there's people that say none. You're either born here or you're not. But do you have is there an experience that jumps out at you where you're like, oh, I was traumatized by that New York experience. Now I'm a real New Yorker.
I think. Oh yeah, when I got my second year here, I got really accustomed to partying Monday through Sunday, which led to a psychotic break, and I think that's what made me a New Yorker.
What was the psychotic break?
I stopped drinking for a month to train for a boxing fight, of course, and then
Is this true?
This is so true.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You were in a boxing fight?
Mm-hmm.
Your hat says lover, not a fighter, by the way.
Yeah, I gave that up. I did not like it.
Why? What was the boxing fight?
Rough and Rowdy, Barstool Sports.
What goes on at that place?
Yeah. They said, it's the craziest idea that the smartest make these fucking idiots fight each other. It's like amateur boxing, and it's like rednecks and me.
So you were fighting rednecks?
No, the redneck, they have reoccurring people that are boxing there, and they have favorites and all that jazz. But sometimes an employee will just decide to do it.
Whoa! And then how'd it go?
I won,
yes.
but I couldn't find anyone to box. I was gonna box someone like a YouTuber or something, because that's when YouTube boxing was cool.
I kind of wish you would box Tommy Smokes or something like that.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yeah,
Why?
what the hell,
To
man?
either of us, I feel like.
Why?
I am a lady.
Yeah, but
And
so
so is
is
he. No, Tommy, I love Tommy. Come on now.
And now I can't tell if the Kristen Wiig voice is when you're being even more genuine and vulnerable, or when you're being sarcastic.
I like that you look into who I am, because I try not to.
And that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
And also, I'm looking into who you are so that I don't have to do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
You never did your impression.
Give me one.
Mark
one that
Norman's.
I could do. I feel weird doing him publicly.
He does it all the time. He does Mark Norman all the time. He'll be at the bar, he'll be you guys, I can do Mark Norman.
All right, I've never in my life said that
He's
sentence.
I do a better Mark Norman than Mark Norman does. I've recently found out that Mark Norman doesn't like it when people do him.
I've never in my life said, you guys.
You guys. There was a quick lull of silence. I must do my Mark Norman.
The show must go on.
Oh, John Mulaney came in.
Oh, I thought that was Martin Short. I could do a little John Mulaney.
Okay. Because that's fine.
Yeah, John Mulaney's, I don't run into John Mulaney.
But he's always running into Mark Norman.
Yeah, you do too, I'm sure.
No, I did. I did a show with him the other day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll give you a Mark Norman story, and I'll throw the voice in, if you must.
That's what he does.
I was leaving the stand to go to one of the servers' birthdays, and I was with Ash, who's a server there, and we were going. And as I'm leaving with Ash, Norman sees me leaving with her, and he goes to her, "This guy, very funny. He's going places. Highly recommend. He's killing it." And then he goes, "Don't let his hair and face fool you." Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's good stuff.
Yeah, but it is weird. If I wouldn't post on Instagram me doing Mark Norman, because I'm No,
I know that's exactly why I pretended that you say and do that all the time, because that would be fucking weird.
That would be hilarious.
And I want to paint you to be a freaky.
Oh, I'm a freak.
You're a bit freaky.
I'm a freak.
This freaky boy.
I mean, you know.
I know. I know.
You heard about me.
God damn it. I heard it from an Irishman with a black eye.
That was my favorite of the voices today. There was some sass in that. I like that one. I heard it from an Irishman with a black eye.
I can't believe I switch in and out so much. It's so wild.
I think that's
I don't know
superpower.
who I am.
Yeah, I don't know you either. Who are you?
Rebecca.
Who is Grace O'Malley?
Many, many states of grace.
On this episode of If You Don't Mind with Liam Dalton, we have Grace O'Malley. I'm going to ask her the burning questions. What everyone is dying to know. What's
Did the carpet smash the drapes? Yes.
Imagine I asked you that. Imagine me. I ask you that question.
Nope.
That would be insane. If I ask you that question, you have permission to shoot me.
Yeah, I think I would make it a whole killing spree.
Who else would you kill?
I don't know.
Name 5 people you would kill right now.
I could probably kill any of the guys that people don't like.
Oh, that's... No, that's good. That's good.
You know, I'm a woman of
That's
the people.
That's pretty
you know?
nice. You're pretty much
you do
an
Oprah?
activist. No, I feel like you can, though.
I can't anymore.
Anymore?
Well, because she's off air.
Oh, yeah, because she's off air.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, she just launched a new show.
No, she has the own channel.
Yeah, she has her own channel.
Oprah's
so-
own channel.
Yeah, so you could do it.
Own.
Is that it?
Oh, no.
That's it.
I would never do Oprah.
I can't tell if this is it.
I would never do Oprah.
You do you dress up like her, but you wouldn't do the voice.
It was 2014. It was a different time.
It was a different time. 2000.
Don't try to find that because you're not gonna.
I like the idea of it was a different time, and it's like
You can't do it twice. It was funnier the first time.
I don't know what else to do.
You could do a backflip.
Can we take? Do you mind if we take some questions from the audience?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wait, are we live?
Oh, we're live
Okay.
and direct.
How do you get Richard Kind on this show?
Him?
I'm
Oh,
Richard
he's in
Kind.
the audience.
Oh,
Oh, Richard. Oh no, he's just. Katz's Deli isn't too far, and he's just, No, he's a big. No, he's.
I don't know why that was like the most. That was the most. Like,
No, because he lives near there.
oh now you're gonna dox him too?
He said this publicly before. He lives near Katz's
All right,
Deli.
man. Hey, it's your show, bro.
Am I saying something wrong? What?
Love the Jews.
Was that Trump?
Oh.
Can you do Trump?
No, I can't. And
Yes, you
it's
can.
really bad.
All right, come on.
They're eating the dogs? No, I can't.
All right.
I can't. I wish I could.
It's like Trump with a little bit of Kristen Wiig.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the guys. Hey. It's bad.
Oh, do you want me to deport everyone? Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like a little sassy little cunt.
I can't. Yeah, I can't
Trump's
do.
just a sassy little cunt.
He really is. You ever see that girl on TikTok that does Trump is a material girl, whatever she calls it, where she's like just filing her nails and wearing these like pink glasses, and she's lip singing Trump, and it's just him being sassy,
Oh my God.
and
no.
he's like, she never had a plan. She copied Biden's plan, which is no plan.
that little diva.
He really is a diva.
Mm-mm.
You gotta respect his divaness.
Nope, no respect there.
No,
He's trying to ruin me.
he's trying to ruin
me.
everybody.
No, you're trying to ruin me.
I'm trying to ruin everybody
Dude, I think everything's going to be just fine.
in life.
No, I'm scared.
What's your number one fear?
Keeping them on their toes.
That's your number one fear? You don't want to keep them on
Because
their
if everyone's on
toes.
their toes, who's going to stand the ground?
Holy shit, yeah.
That
I
was
should be in psychosis more often. I'm speaking truth.
That's
was
up there with
facts.
that's
I've heard Kanye say that sentence before, but yeah.
What? Wait, Kanye said that?
No, I didn't.
No,
made that
dude.
up.
no. He said if
I made
everyone's
that
on their
up.
toes, who's standing
What
by
kind
and
of shirt do
standing
you have
down?
on?
It's a
Oh,
Carhartt shirt.
okay, I thought it was.
What do you
What
think
do you
it
think
was?
it was?
Kanye was selling some shirts. I thought he had one.
I do feel
Oh,
like he
shit.
would buy a
I
shirt.
think he.
Chris
I think he
would
does.
buy.
Yeah.
But he wears it in the comfort of his own home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is in
Which is legal and within my right.
All right, this has
I
gone
know
off
where
the
you
rails.
are. Okay, sure.
Yeah, no offense, Chris, with your face, you can't even lean into it.
No, you can't.
You have to go the opposite. You have to be a white dude for Kamala and wear that shirt. You know what I mean?
got that one too.
Okay, cool. You switch.
It's called balance.
You leave them both in the car. Damn. All right. Well, I'm sorry.
No, thank you.
This is the weirdest moment of my life.
Good. I'm sorry.
Talk amongst yourself for a second.
Okay.
I have to check my stocks.
Maybe I should ask him a question.
No.
I think I'm probably gonna ask him a question when he gets off his phone.
No, I'm looking up questions.
For the audio listeners, he's on his phone currently, being the rudest host there may have ever been. I'll be standing here, sitting here. You don't know if I'm standing or sitting, and that's the fun of it all, isn't it, audio listeners? How's the gym?
How's the
gym? How's the ride?
I went to the gym today.
It's the third time you said it.
Well, what's the point of doing it if you're not going to brag about it? Because I'm not going to go ever again.
Okay, good.
Gay good?
Okay, good.
Oh, man.
Gay and good.
Well, I've been working out with a jacked firefighter, and the dichotomy is insane because he's just all
Definition?
like the difference. Let's say I think that's the affair. Like the complete opposites.
Oh, okay.
The contrast is
Got
insane
it.
because
That's a word I know.
he's jacked and all motivational, and I'm not that at all. So he's just like, "Yeah, you ready for today? You ready?" And I'm like, "No, of course not." And he's like, "All right, well, we're gonna bench press," and I was like, "I got to do my Pilates first. I'm gonna stretch."
Did he stretch you out?
No, he doesn't stretch at all. But I have the body of a 55-year-old man, so I have to stretch every day.
Okay.
I roll out because I'm a tight motherfucker.
You're tight.
So
That's why you gotta loosen up.
I gotta loosen
punch
up.
a few people on dates.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's usually not the date, but punch somebody while on the date.
Yeah.
If you were on a date with someone and they got into a fight,
I would. I don't even want to say what I would do.
it's probably a red flag, right?
No, it's beautiful.
No, be honest. It's a red flag.
I've always wanted to date a fighter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like it's kind of like my thing. I want to be like that dumb whore, being like, "No, Jason, you said you wouldn't, not again."
Is that your ideal man?
Yeah,
A
like
guy who
dumb
gets into-
doofus.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
And then you think you would kind of play the straight man in that, where you wouldn't even like be the smart one. You would just be like even dumber than he is. The way you're like, no, don't do it.
Listen,
or would
beggars can't be choosers. I'll take just about anybody if they're smart, stupid, dumb, fighter, lover. I wear it on my head. I wear it on my hat. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
okay, but just paint me the picture. Some guy, we go to the bar after this, and we're gonna forget that this ever happened.
Yeah.
And you want some guy to come up to you and be like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" What does he look like?
Oh. I don't know, man. That'd be really nice. That would just be really nice.
If anyone did.
You want a drink? And I'll say, no, I got it.
Yeah,
I
that's the
got
thing.
it."
I've seen this happen.
I know, he has seen it. I
I've
knew
seen
that was
this
coming.
exact thing happen. Grace acts like, oh, no one's ever come up to me. I've seen people come up to you and you're like, no. Do you want a drink? And then they're like, all right. I guess she doesn't want to talk to me.
I guess I do that. I don't know. I've, passed. You never know.
What do you mean past?
I guess,
You just
I
said a
guess you have
word.
to talk more on a podcast than just say words.
I mean, that's just life in general.
But, yeah, past,
the-
future, present.
Not because of the podcast. I just asked you a question. You went, past. Like, I'm past this question. I will not answer.
No, pass is in like, I don't know, previous predicaments of which I quit. I get them first before they can hurt me.
I get that. I understand that. I'm somewhat of a self-sabotager myself.
I'm so pissed at you.
Was that the
That was
serious
the
moment?
deepest I got.
Yes! Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
And look, he's wearing another cool jacket. He's always wearing a cool jacket. Look, go back on the tapes. Look at how many cool jackets this guy's got.
You sound annoyed at that.
I'm pumped at you.
What?
I'm pumped at you.
You're pumped at me.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace O'Malley is pumped at me.
Pumped at him.
Grace, is there anything we missed? Any of the segments we missed?
I think we landed just
Any questions?
everything.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. One last serious thing before we go. First of all, I love you and I love your family. You guys are great and you're very nice to me and blah, 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 whatever, all that bullshit. But your sister Nora just moved here.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I meant to say I love you too. I thought I was going to cry.
We know you and me have battles of avoiding sentimental moments. And
Yeah.
and then we somehow go around it and then sneak it.
It's the best. I mean, I've met my match here.
We sneak
you
it.
get me, man.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I remember we were on probably a 3 or 4 day bender in Boston, and no us. And you know, the 4th day, the hangover for me, it always gets me sentimental, and I was sentimental for like 30 seconds, and then you're like, oh, it's so nice, whatever, and then like 20 minutes later, you're like, hey, sorry, was I like not? I wasn't reciprocating that enough. I just realized like, oh, that was such a nice thing you said, and I didn't say anything nice back, and I'm sorry. And I'm like, now we're getting sentimental about the sentimental moment that was not sentimental enough. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. Are we broken?
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
Are you in therapy?
No.
Me either. I should be though.
Yeah, I think I should be too.
Probably.
For
Nora,
sure.
are you?
Mm-hmm.
No, need it. I'm not hungry.
Nora always telling me, she say, you need to go to therapy. She's telling me that. She'd be saying that to me. And
She'd be saying that?
She'd be saying that. She'd be running it off. Hey, therapy.
Is that true? And you just call her a cunt and then don't do it?
I did skip over that. So we ended up going to the theater, and I don't want anyone to think I just called my sister a cunt, but I did. We were out.
But that's what sisters do.
Yeah, you know, and it wasn't warranted at all. She tried to stop me from doing a thing I would have woken up and been upset about, which was invite my father on vacation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I said, you stop it, you cunt.
Yeah, but the good news is you right away were like, sorry about that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like sometimes sisters, there could be the resentment, not talk about, and then you're like, yeah, I still hate her because she called me a cunt 3 weeks ago.
I had no idea I called her a cunt. So when I came home,
I'll drink to that. This beer is piss warm, by the way. Play some R. Kelly over that.
Boy, all day.
No, but it is really cool. I love that your sister is now working with you.
Yes.
That is fucking sick.
We be rocking and rolling in the free world. Not so free, is it?
What, Nora, when did you move here? January? Yeah. So have you noticed a big difference of like, oh, I'm so much more comfortable doing all this now that I have my sister with me?
I'll give you the opposite. I get judged for having my milk days. There's some days where I really need milk. Okay?
Your milk days.
Yeah, I call them my milk days. Probably on a Sunday. Weirdly enough, it's when I'm hungover. I really want some milk, and
like you really mean milk.
I mean it, man.
Whole milk.
Grade A whole milk.
She drinks milk.
Yeah.
What are you, a farmer from 1945?
Like just
Look at me,
alone
I'm
like
a
that?
perfect bill of health. So, anyways, on Sundays I want to have my milk, and now I've got someone there nagging me about my milk.
What?
Yeah.
So Sunday morning you wake up hungover and you're like, oh shit, you know what I need right now?
No, it's not right now. It's not till later in the day.
Oh, there's milk time.
Yeah, it's milk time.
When's milk time?
Milk time's around when the sun's going down.
The sun's going. You really are a farmer.
I look at that sundial, and I realize
savings.
it's time to squeeze it a pull. You know, Mama gotta have her white. Yeah, brother.
Okay, now I know why Nora's uncomfortable. She's like, why does she keep doing the squeeze motion and yelling at me about milk?
Mama need the milk.
So then the sun goes down and you go to the store and you grab milk and you just have a nice
Yeah, but all
cold
wrong. I get it perfectly delivered.
by DoorDash because you're passing it along.
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel like you now have like more of an understanding and you want to tell this guy from Ecuador who speaks no English, you want to be like, hey, listen, I used to be you.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep at this, you could have a podcast one day.
I do. I say, wait, don't leave. And then I pull up on Google Translate. I write all of that, and I say, watch. And sometimes, you know, I've been known to. I got my own network. Unwell. All those women, they were DoorDashers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really, you know.
Yeah,
me
it's
and
called
Cooper.
unwell because they were door dashers, so they were paid unwell.
That's good. That's good.
That was okay.
That was good.
That was okay.
That was good.
That was okay. Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. There's a jacuzzi you can go in the city where you just drive around in the water on like a jacuzzi boat in
Really?
the summertime. I think we should do that.
On like the Hudson River?
Yeah.
How is it just the jacuzzi? Or is it a big boat?
It's like a jacuzzi. It's just like a jacuzzi on water.
Jacuzzi on water.
Yeah,
That was
I
my
don't know why
nickname
I'm
in
calling
college.
it a jacuzzi because I usually say hot tub.
Yeah, but you're feeling kind of bougie today.
Jacuzzi's like fun
Jacuzzi.
to say.
Yeah,
Jacuzzi.
You're getting crazy today.
I literally can't even stand it.
But I don't know if I would. I could stand it. I stand on
Stand on motherfucking business. That's right. No, love it, not a fighter.
lover, not a fighter, except for Wednesdays. And I don't like when I see people go on like jet skis on the Hudson River.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, no, that's gross.
No, yeah.
Would you
no,
do that?
That actually is gross. I
Are
said
you being
hell,
a chameleon or are you?
No, I said hell yeah because I knew a kid I used to work with. His nickname was Jet Ski, and I thought that was also
his nickname was Jet Ski?
Yeah, I thought it was like the coolest fucking nickname of all time.
Why was that his nickname?
I don't know. He's a rapper.
Was that his?
Didn't clarify anything.
I don't know.
Oh, of course.
You know, Jet Ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so I was thinking about jet ski, and I was like, hell yeah, I miss that kid. Didn't know him that well, but
But I love him.
Probably for the best.
he had a great vibe.
Did you ever have a nickname?
As soon as I got there, I was O'Malley.
So it's just
Yeah,
your last
everyone
name.
there has a nickname.
But some of them, it's just their last name.
Yeah, they didn't really get too freaky with it, but that's cool because I don't.
You don't want
Sometimes when you have a nickname, you can't change your nickname.
Yeah, true. Like jet ski is cool. I like ones that are just like one word, one object.
Yeah.
Like
What about like small Mike, but he's actually a big guy.
I like those.
That's fun.
I like the opposite. Yeah, that's
That's good
good.
stuff.
But like there was a kid that went to the first college I went to before I switched because I was just too real, you know? And
You're too real, so you had to switch.
yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta switch because you're too real.
Yeah, that's what you're
Yep.
doing with your sexuality, right?
Yeah, you gotta
So you gotta switch because you're just getting too real.
I was too real with the straightness. I was
It's
like,
too real with this girl. I gotta go find my boy.
But he like, I don't know, the first day of orientation, something happened with like a water bottle. Like someone hit him with a water bottle. And now for the rest of the semester, his nickname was Water Bottle.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
That's great. That's
Just
good
so-
stuff.
A random like mundane object. That's your name.
He's forever water bottle.
How can you how can you be with a girl? Imagine you're a girl. How can you be with a guy named Water? I mean, he'll probably get you wet, but
that is 1000% the guy I am gonna
Water Bottle.
like, just like a random guy like with a like. Oh, my favorite one is Entourage Turtle. Classic.
That is
Fucking
classic.
classic.
That is great. You don't meet people like that anymore that have like
No.
a nickname like that.
You don't.
By the way, you just gave me PTSD. When we were in Boston, I said something like, because so many people were stopping you and we were getting into like an SUV, and I was like, oh, it's fucking Vinny Chase over here. And you go, shut up, get in there, turtle. I was like, I'm turtle?
Oh wait, I thought I called another person.
Oh, you did
turtle.
call another person turtle.
Yeah.
But that would have been mean if I said that, so I said it was me.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice of you.
I'm just kidding. I misconstrued it.
Yeah, well, it's actually very insane that you just brought that up. Insane. Because Nora was just talking about it last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Our cycles are linked up. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I've been Chaz Bono, everybody.
Chaz Bono. Woo! Sorry. Thank you. And I'm sorry. And
Thank you.
you're
And I'm
welcome,
sorry. And let's go get some beers.
Let's eat some beers.
I'm starving for some beers.
I'm starving. All right. Thanks.
Knuckles.